Hello everyone, welcome back to PBS. So we are in topic 21 CFR part 211. As earlier we learned about part 211 and how many subparts cover under part 211. So previously I explained about the subpart B, organizations and personal. So today I would like to explain about subpart C, that is buildings and facilities. So how buildings and facilities we have to maintain a pharmaceutical organization. In subpart C, building and facilities, we have some sub guidelines like 21142 design and construction features, 21144 lighting, 21146 ventilation, air filtration, air heating and cooling, 21148 plumbing, 21156 sanitation, 21158 maintenance, 21150 sewage and refuse, 21152 washing and toilet facilities. So these are the topics we are going to discuss today. So this is a very important topics, buildings and facilities. So what is this? Just like what is CGMP practices in terms of buildings and facilities. So let me explain one by one in detail. The first 21142 design and construction features. Any building or buildings used in the manufacture, processing, packing, or holding of a drug product shall be of suitable size, construction, and location to facilitate cleaning, maintenance, and proper operations. So, like that. Any such building shall have adequate space for the orderly placement of equipment and materials to prevent mix-ups between different components, drug product containers, closures, labeling, in-process materials or drug products, and to prevent contamination. The flow of components, drug product containers, closures, labeling, in-process materials, and drug products through the building or buildings shall be designed to prevent contamination. Friends, hope you understood what Galen is saying about. Operations shall be performed within specifically defined areas of adequate size. There shall be separate or defined areas for the firm's operations to prevent contamination or mix-ups as follows. So the subpoints A, B, C totally state about the segregation of the activities, complete segregation to avoid the mix-ups or contamination. So few bullet points. So receipt, storage, sampling, testing, and approval. So these are the operations we have to maintain in a segregation manner. Holding rejected components, drug product containers, closures, and labeling before dispositions. Storage of released components, drug product containers, closures, and labeling. Storage of in-process materials, manufacturing and processing operations, packaging and labeling operations, quarantine storage before release of drug products, storage of drug products after release, control and laboratory operations, aseptic processing, which includes as appropriate. So these are step by step we have to maintain in such a manner different areas in a suitable space. Floors, walls, and ceilings of smooth, hard surfaces that are easily cleanable. So these are the building. So how the floor is maintained and to be like walls, ceilings, smooth and hard surfaces that are easily cleanable. And temperature and humidity controls. The building should be under control of temperature and humidity controls. And air supply filtered through high efficiency particular air filters under positive pressure, regardless of whether flow is laminar or non-laminar. And a system for monitoring environmental conditions, a system for cleaning and disinfecting the room and equipment to produce aseptic conditions, a system for maintaining any equipment used to control the aseptic conditions. So these are the conditions while we construct a building. We have to operations relating to the manufacture, processing, and packing of penicillin shall be performed in facilities separate from those used for other drug products for human use. And next guideline is 21144. Simple lighting. So how we have to maintain lighting? Adequate lighting shall be provided in all areas to ensure process, testing, and holding like that. 21146. Ventilation, air filtration, air heating, and cooling. So adequate ventilation shall be provided. Equipment for adequate control over air pressure, microorganisms, dust, humidity, and temperature shall be provided when appropriate for the manufacturer, processing, packing, holding of a drug product. Air filtration systems, including pre-filters and particulate matter air filters, shall be used when appropriate on air supplies to production areas. If air is recirculated to production areas, measures shall be taken to control recirculation of dust from production. In areas where air contamination occurs during production, there shall be adequate exhaust systems or other systems adequate to control contaminants. Air handling systems for the manufacture, processing, and packing of penicillin shall be completely separate from those for other drug products for human use. And 21148 plumbing. Potable water shall be supplied under continuous positive pressure in a plumbing system, free of defects that could contribute contamination to any drug product. Potable water shall meet the standard prescribed in the Environmental Protection Agency's primary drinking water regulations set forth in 40 CFR Part 141. Water not meeting such standards shall not be permitted in the potable water system. So the drinking water should be meet 40 CFR Part 141, and drain shall be of adequate size and where connected directly to a sewer shall be provided with an air brake or other medicinal device to prevent back uh, siphonage. What is of Part 141 is National Primary Drinking Water Regulations. 21150. Sewage and refuse. So sewage, trash, and other refuse in and from the building and immediate premises shall be disposed of in a safe and sanitary manner. 21152. Washing and toilet facilities. Adequate washing facilities shall be provided, including hot and cold water, soap or detergent, air dryers or single service towels, and clean toilet facilities easily accessible to working areas. 21156. Sanitation. So any building used in the manufacture, processing, packing, or holding of a drug product shall be maintained in a clean and sanitary condition. Any such building shall be free of infestation by rodents, birds, insects, and other vermin other than laboratory animals. Trash and organic waste matter shall be held and disposed of in a timely and sanitary manner. There shall be written procedures assigning responsibility for sanitation and describing in sufficient detail the cleaning schedules, methods, equipment, and materials to be used in cleaning the buildings and facilities. Such written procedures shall be followed, like what we are following today's standard operating procedure for all these operations. There shall be written procedure for use of suitable uh, rodenticides, insecticides, fungicides, fumigating agents, and cleaning and sanitizing agents. Such written procedure shall be designed to prevent the contamination of equipment, components, drug product, containers, closures, packaging. So, friends, like that we have to maintain in our building controls. Labeling materials are drug products and shall be followed. Rodenticides, insecticides, and fungicides shall not be used unless registered and used in accordance with the Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act 7 USC 135. Sanitation procedure shall apply to work performed by contractors or temporary employees as well as work performed by full-time employees during the ordinary course of operation. Maintenance. Any building used in the manufacture, processing, packing, or holding of a drug product shall be maintained in a good state of repair. So, like we have to maintain any engineering department for all these things. So, friends, this is the session of today, subpart C, buildings and facilities, and our next topic is subpart D, equipment. So, how to maintain the equipment, like that, we are going to discuss in next session. Uh, Please express your concerns on this tutorial and post under the comments box. We do feel happy if you like this session, and please comment and request you to do subscribe to PBS India. Thank you for watching.